You are watching the Indiana. You are watching the Indiana Sports Network College Game of the Week. This program is a copyrighted production of Indiana Sports Network and cannot be shown, reproduced, or redistributed in any way or in any form without prior written permission from Indiana Sports Network. A Plus Printing is your best.
And welcome to West Vigo High School for this afternoon's game of the week. And it's college football, it's sprint football, St. Mary of the Woods, and their home opener here in the 2023 season. And we're glad you've joined us this afternoon. Sprint football, of course, is, most people would say, almost a cross between the size of wrestlers put in an average body playing football. They can only be under 180 pounds. And with that, they're looking for a different style of athlete than you are at the Division I level or any kind of NCAA level at this point. But great football, great entertainment, and a lot of extremely good athletes that you're going to see this afternoon. Hello, everyone. I'm Herb King, and we'll bring you all the exciting action here on Indiana Sports Network from West Vigo High School in Terre Haute, Indiana, that's where St. Mary the Woods calls their home field for this season. The Woods is 2-0 on this season as they've played 2 away games. Close ball game in the first one and a blowout in the second. They're going to take on Fontbonne this afternoon here. Fontbonne coming from St. Louis, Missouri. They've traveled all the way out here. And again, you're going to see exciting football action from both of these teams. They're in the Midwest Sprint Football League, and when we say Midwest, that's because a lot of sprint football is known in the East Coast. This is the first real opportunity for the Midwest. They started last year as a conference, and that's when St. Mary the Woods won their conference tournament. And with that opportunity, they're looking to do more this year, and they started out very well. Again, 2-0 on the season, and they have an opportunity to do that. At the end of the season, they have a playoff for the conference championship, And, eventually they're looking for some of the other small schools to incorporate sprint football into their sports program. I know a couple of them have. I'm very familiar with other schools that have done this. Walsh, for instance, in Ohio, Canton, Ohio, they have incorporated a sprint football team alongside of their regular football team, and they literally play alternating Saturdays of football for their regular team, which is a Division II team, and then their Sprint League team plays as well. We'll have a great opportunity to see several of the players from the Wabash Valley here as well, as they've had different articles written about those guys that have had the opportunity, but not all of the players for St. Mary of the Woods come from the Wabash Valley. It's a really nice job. Coach Blaine Powell has done a great job in bringing in players from other areas of the country, including places like Georgia and Texas. Some of the big school players that would get range, and they've got some tremendous athletes. He's talking to me before the ball game and basically said, look, it's going to get better throughout the year. We're going to get more and more of these elite athletes that weigh somewhere around under 180 pounds or right at 180 pounds and be able to play those guys in multiple positions. Again, the linemen you're going to see are not going to be big and powerful. They're going to be powerful, but they're going to be compact. At about 180 pounds and under that 180 mark is what they're really shooting for. We're looking for an exciting afternoon, the opening ball game here for St. Mary of the Woods College as they'll take on Fontbonne in their home opener here on Indiana Sports Network. We'll be right back.
Laser printing at its finest by Fearless Designs is now available. Cups, bats, gloves, license plates, and almost anything you can desire can now be a laser-printed gift or promotional item for friends, family, or your company. Stay on the unique and cutting edge of technology. Call, text, or email Fearless Designs. You'll be glad you did.
When you're buying a car, getting a mortgage for your dream home, taking out a personal loan, or growing your small business, you know exactly what you need. At Crane Credit Union, our personal banking experience can help you get there. We are here to make your life easier so you can focus on what really matters. Visit cranecu.org to see how we can help you reach your goals. Crane Cares, Crane Credit Union, committed to investing in you and your community.
The Fellowship of Christian Athletes has the mission of leading every coach and every athlete into a growing relationship with Jesus Christ and His church. Through camps and huddles, character coaches, and special events, we are making an impact in West Central Indiana. Check out where you can get involved at our website, wcindianafca.org. FCA, we are the heart and soul in sports.
You're watching the Indiana Sports Network.
And welcome back to West Vigo High School in
I
West
ran out of my
Terre Haute,
pain
Indiana. And we'll have, again, St. Mary of the Woods just came out of the locker room and entered the field, and the fans were up and excited on that one. The fight song has already been sung, and I'm going to say the atmosphere here is very good for this home opener for the Pomeroys of St. Mary of the Woods College as they'll take on Fontbonne. When you look at the season for Fontbonne, 2-0 on the season for the Griffins, and Tamaj Taylor is their quarterback. He's throwing at 52.5%, has picked up close to 282 yards per game, so they're going to throw it. Chris Reckel is their leading rusher. Yeah, he's picked up 61 yards on the season, but he's also their leading receiver with over 100 yards of receptions per ball game. So they're going to throw it around quite a bit and do that as well. For St. Mary of the Woods, the leading rusher is Keandre Jones. He's gained 200 yards on the season on 19 attempts. He's averaging 10.5 yards per carry. The quarterback for the Pomeroys is Jeremiah Toski. He's played in both of the ball games. He's 16 of 38 with 4 interceptions. He also has 2 touchdowns and 280 yards on the season, again, averaging 140 yards per game. Receiving is Devron Johnson. He leads in the receptions with 4 for 113 yards. And if you're looking for it, again, running the football, last week's conference offensive player of the week was Patrick Perea. And Perea has gained 140 yards on the season. He was right at 97 yards in last week's 59-0 win as he ran the football very effective. And we're looking for basically the same thing as well. The Griffins have entered the field, and we'll wait and get pictures of those guys as well when things go on. But we're looking for a good ball game. 2 of these teams undefeated in conference, and these are 2 of the top teams in sprint football in the Midwest football or Midwest Sprint Football League, and we'll get to see those in just a few moments. We'll have the national anthem, an interview with Coach Blaine Powell about St. Mary the Woods football and what's actually going on here, and we'll do that in just a moment. We'll be right back with the kickoff after the interview.
We're here with Coach Powell to talk a little bit about the pregame. You've been kicking butt and taking names.
We've played really well to start the season here. Yeah, really proud of our start. But going into this game, they're 2-0, we're 2-0. So, really, it doesn't matter what we've done; it's what we're going to do.
But what you've done is your defense has only allowed 3 points this year in 2 games. I mean, you've got a very strong defense, and you're missing some players.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we really those 3 points were set up by our special teams dropping a punt. So really, nobody's been able to drive the ball on us yet this year. Really proud of our defense. And we are, we're missing our middle linebacker who's really close to coming back, Jake Skinner. And but the guys that have played that position have done an excellent job. So, the good thing is we have really good depth at every position. That's one thing that we looked forward to coming into this season.
Well, you got a running back that's out.
Yeah, we do. Javon Walker he's a running back freshman from Alabama that we were really high on. He's been out. He'll be coming back here soon, but we have a stable of them. We got 4 right now that are doing a really good job for us, and churning out the yards when we need them, and we also have an offensive lineman out that should be back here soon, Armand Naderford from Texas. So we'll create more depth on the offensive line. And, just to have that depth and that kind of comfort to know that you can go to some other people if you need to, if there's, some reason to, really makes you feel good as a coach.
You've got some offense, not just defense, but your offense is accumulating yards like it's going out of style, hundreds and hundreds of yards per game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think that's just, we have good athletes at every position. And, the key has been our offensive line. They've controlled the line of scrimmage in both games so far this year. And, if we can continue to do that and get the ball to the playmakers in space, we're going to be just fine.
To me, you are a cat, and you're sitting in a catbird seat. You're sitting here, you've been given an opportunity. You grabbed the reins on the horse here and have taken off. No college experience as a coach, and you come in and you're showing other coaches how the game is to be played.
Well, I don't know about that, but
you're extremely successful. I mean, starting in year 1. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I know you're modest, but I mean, in all sincerity, you've done a tremendous job.
I appreciate that, and it's not just me. It's our staff and our administration, and then the kids that we're recruiting. I think at any level, as a football coach, X's and O's are just part of it. You got your certain type of system you want to run, but it also has to fit the kids. We never make the kids fit a system. Whoever we recruit, whoever we have on our team, that's who we're going to fit our schemes to. And I think that's a key thing. And just, all of our coaches really have a good eye on, what position this kid would be good at, because we get a lot of guys that maybe played both ways in high school. But, And we have guys that, played wide receiver that end up moving to corner, or we've had guys at wide receiver that have moved to offensive line in this sport, and had great success. And I think that's the key, is just, making sure that you fit your system to the kids that you have, and that's really done well for us.
I'm glad to hear you say that. I've been preaching that for years, and it's something that
Carlos Munoz Jr. is a tight end. He's number 0 here in the trips formation. They'll look, set up, got a man open down the middle of the field, and it is cold. No, he dropped that one. Good pass, just couldn't come down with it. Again, was 0, and for St. Mary the Woods. That'll bring up second down. It'll be 2nd and 10. Pretty solid pass that time. Put it right in the opportunity for him to throw that one. Again, good job for Jeremiah Toski. Couldn't get that one in. Toski takes the ball. Again, play action, throws it out on the flat, and he'll pick up about 8 yards. Being a short one on this one, as Calvin Jacey, the wide receiver from Jacksonville, Florida, at Episcopal School of Jacksonville, makes that catch. They're going to only give him about 7 yards on it. Bring up 3rd and 3. Ball is just across midfield. Two receivers split to both sides, and Toski will step back on this one. Tries to draw him off sides to see what's going on. 3-3 stack being employed by the Griffins. Down, and more than likely the punt team will see what's going to happen there right at midfield. And out comes the punt team. So the Pomeroys can't pick up that first down, but they do have decent field position if they can translate that off of this punt. Again, St. Mary the Woods, located in West Terre Haute, Indiana, on the banks of the Wabash. Punt is off. It's a deep, high punt. Angled towards the side, bounces out. It's a beautiful coffin corner inside the 10, and we'll take a break. We'll be right back with Fontbonne on offense.
A+ Printing is your best place for uniforms, programs, t-shirts, and hats, plus screen printing, business printing, and documents. Get all your promotional items, including koozies and coffee mugs. Just give Kevin a call. A+ Printing does it all.
And Fontbonne will take over with the football on the 9-yard line. 1st and 10. Pomeroys lined up in that 4-2-5. They're going to snap the ball, feed it inside zone. They'll run it up in there, and he'll pick up about 2 yards. Make it 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. A little bit more of the hurry-up NASCAR version of offense for Fontbonne. 3 receivers bottom of the screen in a bunch. They're going to run motion across, hand the ball inside. He tries to get outside, can't do it, and he's hemmed in. He'll lose about 4 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and 11. So a loss of 4 on 2nd down will bring up a potential passing down for the Griffins. Season opener for St. Mary the Woods College here. Both of these teams, again, 2-0 on the season. Trips to the bottom of the screen. They'll run motion across again. Line up in a 2-by-2 shoot set. Deep pass down, and nobody's there, and that will really benefit the Pomeroys as the punt team is out for Fontbonne. So the Griffins will be forced to punt with a 4th and 11. could give the Pomeroys really good field position. We'll see if the special teams for both of these teams make the play. Spread punt. This is the tough one. He's standing in the end zone. Ball's bounced. It's loose. It's in, it's out of the back of the end zone. It'll be a safety. St. Mary the Woods scores a safety here in the first period of play. 13:04 into the ball game. At 13:04 in the first period, a safety by St. Mary the Woods. A poor snap. And the Pomeroys are on the board. And with that, we'll take a short break. It's 2-0, St. Mary of the Woods.
I ran out of my pain meds too quickly.
I took more and more to get through my day.
I did anything to get them.
I needed help. I needed hope. I found them both.
Professional, safe, no wait times, quality treatment. Regain something lost. Call or go to winrecovery.org.
Today's vehicles often require additional.
Huge opportunity for St. Mary of the Woods. First of all, because they score the safety and they put 2 points on the board. The second thing is the kicker for Fontbonne has not shown that he can pound the ball deep. He kicked both of those to the 28, which means in this case it could go to the 48. It does, right about the 42-yard line, and the return is up at the 50-yard line. Yes, he just gets there, and that's where the Woods will take over when we return for more on Indiana Sports Network.
Today's vehicles often require additional procedures such as computer scans for even simple repairs. This ensures that your crash avoidance system and distance sensors are functioning properly.
At Honey Creek Collision, we invest in the latest equipment and technology and provide continuing education for our technicians to ensure a high quality and safe repair.
Honey Creek Collision is a second-generation, family-owned and operated business that you can trust.
High formation, they'll try to pound this one up. It goes absolutely nowhere in the middle. A nice rally by the Griffins up the gut. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and 10. Again, St. Mary the Woods has the opportunity with great field position here after the safety. They lead 2-0. Three-5 defense being employed by the Griffins. 3 receivers now to the top of your screen in a trips formation. They're going to get the rollout pass. Got a man open right in the corner. They get it there. Does he catch it? They say he does. A nice throw and catch. First down for the Pomeroys. They're going to give him the first down. He went past the chains. Move those chains. It's a first down for the Pomeroys. Again, it's called a 3-5 is what the Griffins are using. Fake jet, they'll hand the ball over to the right side, and turning the corner and up in there is the player of the week last week for St. Mary the Woods in Patrick Perea, running back from Amarillo, Texas, and Randall High School. It'll bring up 2nd and 8. Two-by-two set for the Pomeroys. Setting back, quick throw, quick screen out to the outside. Got a chance for the first down. He's close, and they should give it to him here. We'll see. Looks like he hit the line. And it is a first down for St. Mary the Woods. So 2 first downs on this drive as they rotate in some players. including a running back, the leading rusher for St. Mary of the Woods, and Keandre Jones checks into the backfield. It's a full house option. Quarterback's got it. He's churning and picks up about 8 yards. Nice run on that one. About 8 yards on the pickup for the Pomeroys. 10:44 left to go here in the first period, and Jeremiah Toski back to pass. He throws a fade. It could be picked. It is. Didn't see the secondary player just waiting for him there. Picked that one. It does put the ball inside the 10, and that's where we'll start when we return on Indiana Sports Network.
We care about your family.
We care about your health.
We care about your wellness.
We care about our community.
At Sullivan County Community Hospital, our vision is a lifelong partnership for care.
Inside run on the zone, he hits the seam. He could go a ways. He'll pick up about 17 on the first down run, and immediately solid play. The emotion has changed on this one. It's 2-0, St. Mary of the Woods. Fontbonne with the football. They're going to hand this one off. They get it to the edge. A good hit off the edge. They'll pick up about 3 and make it 4 yards on this one, as injured player will be removed from play. He just wasn't able to get the snap off before that time clock expired. 9:08 left to go here in the first period. They're going to say it should have been popped back up. The umpire saying they should have reset the clock because they had an injury, and that's potentially correct. So they may get a reprieve on this 25-second clock, and they may start this one again. So the officials are discussing this one, and that's the best thing you can do, and so we'll see what happens here. There won't be a flag, and that's because of they should have reset the clock. It still will be third down. They'll have a 25-second clock reset. And it's third down here from West Terre Haute. Back to pass. He's going to scramble on the side. He's got a chance to make some yards, but he will not pick. Oh, that's a late hit. That'll cost him. And with that one, that's a 15-yard late hit. He went out of bounds, gave himself up, got hit. That'll put the ball up close to the 45-yard line after they mark off this 15-yarder. The other one is he lost his helmet, but since it was on a penalty, they may not make him exit the ball game. So it's a dead ball foul. That'll mark the 15 yards right onto this one. So Fontbonne picks up the first down. Again, St. Mary of the Woods scored on a safety with 13:04 left to go in the first period. There's 8:53 left to go in the first period, and now Fontbonne puts in their major running offense. Taylor goes option. He's got the ball on the right side and nobody's around him. He's going to pick up about 6, make it 6 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd and 4. So Fontbonne with a good first down play. 3 backs in the backfield. They'll hand it up the middle and pick up about 3 yards on that play. We'll make it 3rd and 2. Third and 2 now for the Griffins, and they'll reset the offense as well. Players substituted in. Single back now in the backfield. So 3rd down and 2 yards as they'll look to run that inside zone. They hand it off. He's got a nice, easy play. He'll pick up almost 10 on the run, and he does. A 10-yard gain and a first down for the Griffins. And if you're a real football fan, you're going to know that that penalty that St. Mary of the Woods had him stuck on 4th down and gave him the first down has really brought new life into Fontbonne. They have the ball at the 37-yard line. They're going to hand it on the power play. He's wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. They'll give him maybe a yard. They'll say it's a half-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9 ball, they're going to say didn't give him an actual yard on that one, although he did move across it, so they'll give him a 1-yard gain on the stats line. 3 receivers, bottom of your screen for the Griffins. They've got a screen set up right in the middle. He picks it up, and he'll go in, and they still haven't wrapped him up, and they carried him forward to almost the first down yardage. It'll be 3rd and 2. Nice play for Fontbonne. They had a good screen working right there. So a 3rd down and 1 for the Griffins. Got receivers spread. They're looking to bring the blitz, and we'll see if they had motion. We did have motion up front, so we'll see who it's on. They're going to call the Griffins for that illegal procedure, move it back 5 yards, and we'll try it one more time. That'll bring up 3rd and 6. Much more difficult for the Griffins. Matthews in the backfield as the running back, and they'll go. Blitz is coming, and they threw it down the sideline. He misses him. And with that, it'll bring up 4th down. They're in no man's territory. Their kicker is not able to do this one, and the punt is only going to gain them 15 to 20 yards if they do it incorrectly. So they're going to take the chance and dial this one up and go for it on 4th down. 4th and 6 for Fontbonne. Tamaj Taylor, the quarterback. Taylor takes it. Looked like motion. He got a quick blitz, and he misses that one. Good pressure and a good opportunity, and held on 4th down. Pomeroy football on the return for more on Indiana Sports Network.
I'm All-Pro running back Jonathan Taylor for York Automotive. York is my #1 pick for your next car, truck, or SUV. Shop from over 600 vehicles at yorkautomotive.com today.
You're #1 at York.
Didn't get anything. Pomeroy football, 1st and 10 on that held possession on a 4th down. Ball rests at the 32-yard line. We'll make it to 33. 1st and 10, Pomeroys. close. They run pin and pull, and he doesn't get very far. Matter of fact, just back to the line of scrimmage. Good run that time for the Pomeroys. Number 10, number 7, that's Peyton Emberton, a freshman from Whiteland. If you know anything about football, Whiteland in Indiana has a tremendous program. Motion across, they got a tight end looking. Got the cross man, and that's a really nice job on the mesh play. That was a really nice setup and an easy pitch and catch. That'll get them close to a first down. It'll be 3rd and 2. They got it right to an 8-yard gain. Very nice job on that throw that time. For the Pomeroys. Inside run, they'll just hammer it right up in there. He's got the first down. They're going to give him forward progress, and it's a first down for St. Mary of the Woods. They gutted that one up in there. A nice job. Really, Toski ran that mesh play, and I'm kind of surprised they don't run it 2 or 3 times because he was wide open if they can get back to that one. Tight formation, they're going to just try to hammer it on a full house backfield. They run the counter. He's got an open seam, and he'll pick up about 3. I will tell you this, you've got some linemen that are excited up front. When the line is excited, you're going to move the football. These guys are feeling it right up front. St. Mary of the Woods using different sets to really cause some problems up front. And so far they've kept them enough to keep good field position. Pass, out, open look. He's close to the first down, but he'll be short by about a yard. It'll be 3rd and 1 again. Toski just let him a little bit too low, or he'd have had the first down and wasn't able to get the throw in. 3rd and 1. It's a long one. We'll almost say 2. Go back to that backfield out of the shotgun, and the option for Toski. Pulls it. Nice run. He could have had it, but he didn't go forward enough. The forward progress will leave him short. It'll be 4th down. The ball is over the 50-yard line. Wouldn't be surprised if they go for this one. They've had a short one before. This one's about a half a yard. And they're going to stay out. They're going to keep the offense out. The linemen have checked their play card. And here comes the Pomeroy. 3 receivers, bottom of your screen. They're going to toss it again, and here he comes. And I'm telling you, the kid ran well the last time. He was short. Picked up about 2 yards on that one as a good rally to for the defense on that one. And leading that charge for St. Mary of the Woods was Andrew Brown from Vincennes High School in Indiana. Gave him 3 yards on it. It'll be 2nd and 7. They're showing blitz, a high snap, and they got the seam, and he ran right into his own man, picked up about 4. That'll bring up 3rd and 3. St. Mary of the Woods rotating a lot of players in and out on both sides of the ball. A lot of people getting a chance to play here. It's 3rd down, 3rd and 4. Motion across, they're going to hand it up in the middle, and they got him bottled up. He'll lose 3 yards. Good defensive charge for St. Mary the Woods as they rally to the defense. In this case, it'll bring up 4th and about 6, and that should bring out the punting team and the punting unit. And it'll be the end of the first quarter. We'll pause for a break. We'll be right back with more. You're watching St. Mary the Woods Sprint Football on Indiana Sports Network.
4 years ago, I drove my daughter to Riddell National Bank, where she opened her savings account. Today, she's still saving money. My relationship with Riddell is better than ever, too. No other bank focuses on relationships as much as they do. I can count on them for small business loans when I need them. Riddell National Bank helps small business owners and their families grow, both financially and personally. Riddell National Bank, making friends since 1885.
There was a time when your local pharmacy defined your community. Before the days of long lines and drive-through national chains, pharmacists gave your health personal attention, and you always met with a familiar face. Back then, your questions were always answered, even when you forgot to ask. In Brazil, Indiana, that friendly local pharmacy has always been Lynn's Pharmacy since 1872. We are a modern pharmacy with the latest technology, still deliver that old-fashioned, friendly personal service today. Experience the tradition with your family at Lynn's Pharmacy in downtown Brazil.
You're watching the Indiana Sports Network.
There was a time when your local pharmacy defined your community.
4th down for Fontbonne. They'll get this one. They'll punt it deep. That's a pretty decent punt. Spiraling out and picked up at the 15. They'll say lost him out at the 15-yard line, and that's where...
Before the days of long lines and drive-through national...
Pomeroy's will
This
take
program
over
is a
10 at the 15. Two to nothing is our score. It seems odd, but St. Mary the Woods did a nice job in forcing a punt in the end zone. The errant snap went down close to the back line, and they sacked him for that punt. And when that happened, 2 points picked up. They're going to run that one right up over the right side. Couldn't get anything on yardage. It'll bring up 2nd down. Spread personnel comes in. 2-0 is our score again. Got the screen, set it up, and it's a beautiful set. He could go, and he just gets tripped up at about the 30-yard line. Had an opportunity, had 2 seams, and just couldn't get the deal done. But St. Mary the Woods, again, moving the football. We'll see if they can get it up over the 50-yard line this time. Stats were pretty close for both of these teams in the first quarter. They got a man down the middle of the field looking. He'll throw it. Got a man on the sideline. Completion. First down out of bounds at the 46-yard line. First down for St. Mary the Woods. Really been one turnover in the ball game, and that turnover was an interception. That was when St. Mary the Woods was driving the football in the first period. Looking, they've got pin and pull, and he's got a seam right down 30, 20, 10, and he's down inside the 5-yard line. A great run that time by Keandre Jones, a running back from El Paso, Texas. And it's 1st and goal, St. Mary the Woods. And the scoring opportunity for the Pomeroys could not be any better, because if they have a chance to stick this one in, they have a chance to be up 2 scores with an extra point. Tight end left, wing left, single back, timeouts called, and we'll take one as well. You're watching St. Mary of the Woods football on Indiana Sports Network.
This program is a copy.
There is a greatness inside of you, a passion, a strength, a determination. So embrace it. Embrace the greatness that you bring to everything you do. Embrace the idea that you can do work that makes an impact, work that keeps the country moving forward and our economy strong. Because not everyone has what you have, and that's exactly what connects you to all of us at Great Dane. There's greatness inside of you. Are you ready to embrace it?
Laser printing at its finest by Fearless Design.
Short timeout. St. Mary of the Woods was, that play clock was running down with a long run and then a personnel change. They didn't know what they were going to do. Keandre Jones in playing wing back. Toski, the quarterback. Fakes it, he'll run to the left side, gets down inside the 5, down to the 4. May have gained a yard. With Perea in the backfield and Jones as the wing. They tried to get him to a little bit of eye candy to see if they'd follow Jones across and bring Toski back, see if he could score. Play signaled in, a full house backfield with the shotgun, the A formation. Toski takes it, hands it inside, and touchdown, Pomeroys! Perea takes that one in from 4 yards out, and the Pomeroys, with an extra point, have a chance to be 2 scores ahead. 8-0's our score again, with 13:04 in the first period. St. Mary of the Woods scored a safety. Kick is up and good, and St. Mary of the Woods leads 9-0. We'll return for more on Indiana Sports Network.
Grace Clinic Health Professional. Affordable, compassionate, comprehensive healthcare for the whole family. In Terre Haute and Greencastle.
So at 12:24 here in the second period, a 4-yard touchdown run by Perea puts St. Mary of the Woods on top, 8-0, and with the Drake Varnes kick, it's 9-0 for the Pomeroys. Kick, it's a line drive, it could scoot, it did, and he touched it. He touched it. It doesn't matter, it's going to be out of bounds there. Because he touched that ball first, that's where it's going to sit. He thinks it's out of bounds because of it being the potential to do it, but right now, that thing will go back to about the 6 or 7 yard line. We'll see where they're going to stick it down there. Their coaches may argue this one because in college football, if any part of your body's out of bounds, you touch the ball, it's considered out. But they touched it inbounds first, which directed it towards the sideline. So a huge mistake for Fontbonne as they find themselves backed up to their own end zone at the 6 yard line. 1st and 10. 12-18 left to go in the second period. High snap, got him in the backfield, and they just got it back to the line of scrimmage. Really nice hard run that time to get it out of the end zone was Trevor Patton. Second and 10 for Fontbonne. They'll throw it out of the end zone. He gets a fade up, and he is out of bounds. No, they're going to say he got his foot in. That's a tremendous catch. 19 down. That's one of the better catches you'll see this year. And it appears it's going to go against St. Mary of the Woods. They're going to have a sideline warning. And sideline warnings come with penalties after you get that first one. 4th down. Oh, and it's sideline warning on Fontbonne. Here I thought it would be because of the poor field position from the kick in the previous kickoff, as Fontbonne started with the football inside the 10-yard line. When you do that, you can't flip field position. St. Mary of the Woods is now rolling offensively as they've had several good series, 2 touchdowns. Again, this time a 42-yard touchdown pass. Devron Johnson hauls it in from, and here's the kick. Another huge line drive, puts it right in the corner, and that one goes out of bounds. That'll cost them. We'll see if they're going to take it or make him kick it again. And it looks like they'll take it at good field position for the Griffins. So Toski to Johnson, and it's 16-0. Again, another kick by Varnes adds to that total. 16-0, St. Mary of the Woods. Ball will be placed at the 35-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for Fontbonne. Looks like the blitz, they bring it off the edge, throw it, pick 6. He could go all the way, touchdown Pomeroys. Pick 6 by number 35, Joshua Wentz, the freshman from Sullivan. He scores on that one. Josh Wentz, a 35-yard interception, return for the touchdown. He scores. It's 22-0, and we'll wait the Varnes kick. So immediately, St. Mary of the Woods sticks another one on the board. Good snap, good hold, pounds it up. It went through. It went through. Didn't look good at all, but sometimes it happens that way. 23-0. St. Mary of the Woods just jumping right now on Fontbonne, and they've got to get a drive going to try to steady the troops here. Touchdowns for St. Mary of the Woods puts them in the driver's seat now, 23-0 with 1:49 left to go in the first half. Boy, you can't ask for much more than that. The home opener, freshman comes in. Of course, most of these players are freshmen and sophomores. And that's because this is the second year of the program here at St. Mary of the Woods. They won the Midwest Sprint Football League Championship last year, and they're looking in championship form today. Good kickoff down inside the 10. He'll try to make the return. They've got him going, and they'll hem him up at about the 25 and put him down there. Good coverage by St. Mary of the Woods. It'll be Fontbonne football. .142 left to go in the first half. And you've got timeouts available for you right now. We'll see if Coach Powell uses a couple of those timeouts. Maybe give them another opportunity to have the football. Looking at the actual counter, they'll pull it inside, and they get it. It's an offsides penalty probably on St. Mary of the Woods. Looked like that outside backer got just a half a step over the line. It did look like the outside backer trying to get going. And they're going to say somebody moved potentially. We'll see. They'll definitely take this penalty. They lost a couple yards on that play. So that'll make it 1st and 5 for the Griffins. They would like to score here, but they're still in the back half of the field, and it's going to take a little bit with about 1:36 left to go and the clock running. Motion. Try to hand it on the edge, and he's got a potential seam, and they're going to knock him down for no gain. They'll say, they're going to say gained a yard. Second and 4. .105, close in on that 1 minute mark. They're going to hand it inside zone. He'll get the first down as he looks like he's over the line. He is. And with that first down, you won't see a timeout now by St. Mary of the Woods. They'll try to let this run out. And I'm going to apologize because I looked at the clock and it looked like there was zeros on it. We got 6 minutes to go in the first half. And that's because the sun is shining today. Edge, they'll run it on the edge. Nice turn back by that corner. Outside linebacker, great play. He didn't make the tackle, but he definitely made the play on that one. And a really nice job there by 18 for St. Mary of the Woods, and that's Jesse Alara, the freshman from Dallas, Texas, as he did a great job in turning the play in. Caused a 2-yard loss, and that's simply because the lineman was able to come and make the play. 5:53 left to go in the first half. 23-0 St. Mary of the Woods. Blitz, they've got a chance. They've got him in the backfield and hemmed him in. He'll lose about 8 yards on the play. They're twisting and stunning up front and causing Fontbonne all kinds of problems. That'll bring up 3rd down. 3rd and 19. 3rd down and 19. Double stacks. Look, they brought a little bit of edge. They'll throw the short one out there, see if they can pick up a little bit of yards. He can't break it. He'll pick up about 11 or 12. But they can give up 11 or 12, and it'll bring up 4th down. They're still behind the chains, and it makes it very difficult for them to do anything, does Fontbonne, and they're going to be forced to punt. And their punt snaps have been an issue. We'll see if they bring the house on this one. Special teams have been big for St. Mary of the Woods. They've already scored 1 in a 2-point safety early in the first period. Punter's back. That's a delay of game. They call timeout. They did. They saved by a timeout, and we are too. We'll take a moment. We'll be right back. We're watching Indiana Sports Network.
I ran out of my pain meds too quickly.
I took more and more to get through my day.
I did anything to get them.
I needed help. I needed hope. I found them both.
Professional, safe, no wait times, quality treatment. Regain something lost. Call or go to winrecovery.org.
There is a greatness inside of you, a passion, a strength, a determination. So embrace it. Embrace the greatness that you bring to everything you do. Embrace the idea that you can do work that makes an impact, work that keeps the country moving forward and our economy strong. Because not everyone has what you have, and that's exactly what connects you to all of us at Great Dane. There's greatness inside of you. Are you ready to embrace it?
4:01 left to go in the first half. They brought a nice one, got a piece of that one. And again, number 18 with the job for St. Mary of the Woods on a nice punt tipped block. Jesse Lara from Dallas, Texas with a great play. It'll be Woods football, St. Mary of the Woods football here at the 41-yard line, and they've got another short field to operate in. A formation shotgun. They'll shift over. Hand it off on the outside zone. He's got no place to go and lose about 4 yards, does number 23 for St. Mary of the Woods, and Darren Hazard, a freshman from Riverton Park High School. Close by the way. Second and 14. And we've got an illegal procedure, a quick short start, and it'll be a 5-yard penalty. And all of a sudden, St. Mary of the Woods is not operating as well as they should have here. Had good field position and immediately 8 yards in losses. 3:11 left to go in the first half. Try to run that clock down. Trips to the bottom part of your screen. Looking inside, they'll jam it, roll, got a man, and he throws it away. Pass was intended out there for Deveron Johnson. Wasn't able to get it done. That'll bring up third and about 18. It's a tough one. Man coverage all the way across. They'll back it up. Got a chance to throw. Dumps it. Got a man in the open field. He'll make a move. He'll get to the outside. He's close, and he got hit out of bounds. And they didn't make the call on the out-of-bounds hit. But it will be 4th and about 2. And St. Mary of the Woods is going to give it a shot. They're going to run this one down. There's 13 seconds left to go on the actual play clock. That's pretty slow, or that wasn't in there. Timeout's been called by St. Mary of the Woods.
is a greatness inside of you, a passion, a strength, a determination. So embrace it. Embrace the greatness that you bring to everything you do. Embrace the idea that you can do work that makes an impact, work that keeps the country moving forward and our economy strong. Because not everyone has what you have, and that's exactly what connects you to all of us at Great Dane. There's greatness inside of you. Are you ready to embrace it?
And it's a nice warm day, just about that 80-degree mark now as it started to warm up. Beautiful. Clear sky, a lot of sunshine. We're at West Vigo for St. Mary of the Woods football here on Indiana Sports Network. Fontbonne from St. Louis, Missouri in the house. And the Pomeroys lead by 23. Play action, they'll go back the other way. Had to try to run a counter back, and the Griffins had everything waiting on that one. They pick up the actual loss and the football. 2:36 left to go here in the first half. And again, the Griffins have not scored. They gave them pretty good field position with that turnover on downs. Tough snap. They'll throw it to the outside. They got a man open. He'll go out of bounds. And when he does, that clock will stop. First down for the Griffins. Ball now inside the 35. They'll list it at the 33-yard line. First and 10, Fontbonne. Plenty of time. 2-minute drill hasn't even started for them. A chance for the Griffins to get back in the game, but no, they've got him sacked. Brought him up the middle, had nothing to do. And with that quarterback sack, again, clock still running. 1:45 left to go in the first half. Second down, so the Griffins pick up a first down and then a big sack up the middle. They brought the house again. Throws the out, almost picked off. If it was a good pass, two Pomeroys had a better shot at it than a Griffin. That will stop the clock. 1:23 left to go here in the first half. 3rd and 19. They brought one off the edge. Throw it. It could be picked. It almost was. That would have been a potential as well. Pass breakup that time for number 21, and that's Carter McKee. Again, Carter's had a good game as well. We've said his name before. That'll bring up 4th down, and this one you could see a full-out, all-out rush. 1:15 left to go. They've had trouble with the snap and catching it in particular, has the punter. He had another tough one. Gets the punt. And he's nailed down at about the 15-yard line. And with that, we'll take a break. You're watching Indiana Sports Network.
Treatment for those with mental illnesses and addiction issues has evolved over the years.
In the late 1960s, Indiana's mental health system began to take shape.
From 1971
to 2021,
Hamilton Center has touched the lives of thousands of people
in Central and West Central Indiana.
We are committed to the latest therapies
to improve the quality of life for those with mental illnesses.
Treatment works.
Recovery is possible.
And thank you, Indiana.
Looking, trying to go deep. He's got a double post down the middle, and he dropped the ball. Helmet comes off. He'll have to take a seat for a moment. Devron Johnson had a chance to bring that one in. Again, Devron from Glen Burnie, Maryland. And he could have hauled that one in. That would have been the big play of the day. Ran that double post scheme and had a good opportunity. Motion. They'll hand the counter. He's got a chance to pick up a first down. Nope, and that should get her close. It's 57 seconds left to go here in the first half. It'll bring up 3rd and 5. They're going to let that one go down inside that 40-second clock. As they're going through some substitutions are the Pomeroys. They lead 23-0 here in the first half. And they're going to take one more shot at it. 30 seconds left to go in the first half. Motion. They'll run the counter. He'll have the first down and a little bit more than that, and he's still going and picked up about 18 yards on the run. Clock will stop momentarily while they move the chains. 15 seconds left to go. They're going to run this one out. That'll be the end of the first half unless they're going to throw a Hail Mary here, but they're going to hold this one out. Go to halftime. St. Mary the Woods leads 23-0 here in the home opener. Two of these teams undefeated, and the Woods has come out and really took it to Fontbonne here in the first half. St. Mary the Woods goes to halftime. They lead 23-0. We'll return for more on our halftime show here on Indiana Sports Network.
There was a time when your local pharmacy defined your community. Before the days of long lines and drive-through national chains, pharmacists gave your health personal attention, and you always met with a familiar face. Back then, your questions were always answered, even when you forgot to ask. In Brazil, Indiana, that friendly local pharmacy has always been Lynn's Pharmacy. Since 1872. We are a modern pharmacy with the latest technology, still deliver that old-fashioned, friendly personal service today. Experience the tradition with your family at Lynn's Pharmacy in downtown Brazil.
We were choosing colors for the house, and I stopped and looked at Mike and said, "We're really doing this, aren't we?" The process was challenging, but Riddell was there for us every step of the way. The mortgage, closing, they eased our stress. It made sense when Mike said,
"We're really doing this."
Mortgage loans made easy from Riddell. Making friends since 1885. We were choosing colors for the house.
Laser printing at its finest by Fearless Designs is now available. Cups, bats, gloves, license plates, and almost anything you can desire can now be a laser-printed gift or promotional item for friends, family, or your company. Stay on the unique and cutting edge of technology. Call, text, or email Fearless Designs. You'll be glad you did.
It's time for the Halftime Report on the Indiana Sports Network.
And Ron Prettyman, the athletic director here last year, being recognized because the Pomeroys won several championships in the conferences that they're in and their transition into NAIA sports, as well as the opportunity to add sprint football here at St. Mary the Woods. It's halftime, 23-0. St. Mary the Woods with the lead. Let's take a look at some of the statistics. You're not going to see a lot of passing yardage for St. Mary of the Woods. 2 for 5 And realistically, that's not going to get you a lot, but the running and the rushing attack has been okay. Defensively, they've really done a nice job. Again, rushing, Patton with, and when I'm looking at this one, and hold on, I just got, we'll try it. I'm on the same spot you guys are in what's going on. For Fontbonne, Taylor, 2 of 5, 40%. He has 4 yards passing total. That's because he had a 9-yarder, and then he had another one where they lost yardage in it. Receiving, again, is not going to be there. Their rushing attack, leading rusher Patton with 35 yards and a 7-yard average. Then you have Washington with 15 yards, 8, and so on. Again, Fontbonne not able to move the ball because defensively St. Mary the Woods has been stellar. Toski, 7 of 10. He has 1 interception. He has 70 yards passing, and that interception caused St. Mary the Woods to stall on about their 3rd drive of the ball game. Receiving for St. Mary the Woods, 19 yards for JC. Johnson has 16. Cleveland with 16. Hazard with 13. Munoz with 6. Rushing, you've got Jones with 49. He had a huge run, a touchdown run in that second period. He's averaging 24.5 yards a carry, and that's because you get 2 carries for 49 yards. That's what's going to happen. Toski with 9 yards, Pareo with 6, Embert 2, and Hazard they're going to say gained 2 yards on 1 run or 1 rushing attempt. And if you're looking at this, the special teams have been really good for St. Mary of the Woods. And again, they've been able to return, do a lot of different things with their special teams, but most importantly, it was the opener, which was the safety with 13:04. Yeah, left to go in the first period. A safety occurred. St. Mary the Woods had the punter in the back of the end zone. He fumbled the football, was loose on the ground, and that was from an errant snap. And they corralled him out of the back of the end zone, 2-0 St. Mary the Woods. Then with 12:24 left to go in the first period, Perea on a 4-yard run scores. The kick by Varnes was good. It's 9-0. Then a 42-yard, and I'm going to say touchdown pass because he shoveled it forward to Devron Johnson, and he scores on it. And the kick was good by Varnes. It's 16-0. And then Josh Wentz on the next play, basically from scrimmage, picks an errant pass off the outside and returns it 35 yards for a touchdown. Varnes kicks makes it 23-0 St. Mary the Woods. They've just been consistent in what they've done. This has not been an offensive show. It's been a defensive coming out party for St. Mary the Woods. Their defensive pressure on the quarterback has caused all kinds of problems for Fontbonne, as well as the coverage in the secondary has been stellar. They haven't let anybody loose down the middle of the field, and you put both of those things together with the pressure on the quarterback and the ability to play coverage and have the awareness to have the football in your view and be able to pick a couple of them. St. Mary the Woods is off to the races here with a 23-0 score in the first period. If you're St. Mary the Woods, you're going to talk to your guys about executing on offense because they have not executed as well as they would think they're capable of. Fontbonne needs to go in and really show their players that they need to try to find some way to move the football on a consistent basis. And so far, they have not been able to do that. Field position has been a great advantage for St. Mary the Woods, again, because when you can pin somebody down inside the 10 with a punt, and then 3 plays later, the punter sitting in the end zone for your team and fumbles the ball, or actually an errant snap, causes the ball to be fumbled in the back of the end zone, costs you points. But even after that, when the punt or when the kick takes place and they use their kicking game, did Fontbonne, they weren't able to move the ball and change the field position. St. Mary the Woods has had field position the entire first half. They've done a great job in executing defensively what they want to do and then be able to take care of the game. opportunities here at halftime. We're going to have hopefully somebody come up and talk to us from St. Mary the Woods. Gav, a nice interview for you. We'll pause for halftime here. We're in West Vigo, and again, Terre Haute, Indiana, and you're watching St. Mary the Woods football, sprint football here on Indiana Sports Network. We'll be right back.
You are watching the Indiana Sports Network College Game of the Week. You are watching the Indiana Sports Network College Game of the Week.
When you're buying a car, getting a mortgage for your dream home, taking out a personal loan, or growing your small business, you know exactly what you need. At Crane Credit Union, our personal banking experience can help you get there. We are here to make your life easier so you can focus on what really matters. Visit cranecu.org to see how we can help you reach your goals. Crane Cares, Crane Credit Union, committed to investing in you and your community.
The Fellowship of Christian Athletes has the mission of leading every coach and every athlete into a growing relationship with Jesus Christ and His church. Through camps and huddles, character coaches, and special events, we are making an impact in West Central Indiana. Check out where you can get involved at our website, wcindianafca.org. FCA, we are the heart and soul in sports.
There is a greatness inside of you, a passion, a strength, a determination. So embrace it. Embrace the greatness that you bring to everything you do. Embrace the idea that you can do work that makes an impact, work that keeps the country moving forward and our economy strong. Because not everyone has what you have, and that's exactly what connects you to all of us at Great Dane. There's greatness inside of you. Are you ready to embrace it?
You're watching the Indiana Sports Network.
And welcome back to West Terre Haute, Indiana. Again, St. Mary the Woods College sprint football opening ball game here at home. They're already 2-0 on this season and working towards that 3-0 mark, taking on Fontbonne. And Fontbonne comes into the ball game with a 2-0 record. They're one of the better teams in the Midwest Sprint Football League here. But again, the defending champions of the league, that's St. Mary the Woods. They've done a great job. First downs for both of these teams virtually equal. The rushing attempts very similar. You got 52 yards rushing for the Griffins, 68 for St. Mary the Woods. Receiving, again, you're looking at 4 yards of pass offense for the Griffins, 70 yards for St. Mary the Woods. And you put those together, that's 138 yards of offense for St. Mary the Woods on 20 plays, only 56 for the Griffins of Fontbonne. Again, yards per play, about 3 yards for the Griffins, almost 7 yards per play for St. Mary the Woods. There's been a turnover in what's going on, and that turnover was an interception. And with that, again, that takes points off the board. But St. Mary the Woods has done a really nice job in just consistently playing the game and defensively doing a great job. Brendan Randolph, I'm Herb King. Glad to have you here on our halftime show. I get to ask you, I told Kevin Lanke I'd give you some nice soft tosses and let you just hit them out of the ballpark. Man, what a great opportunity to have football again, sprint football here for St. Mary the Woods. What is it like for you to really get this program off the ground last year? What was it like?
Well, it was a heavy lift. We worked really hard to pull together all the pieces that you would expect and you were able to see last year. But the biggest piece was making sure we had the right leader, and Coach Powell is absolutely that. Blaine worked really quickly with resources at times that you probably would have thought were, not quite adequate, but he was a let's get this done kind of leader, and we all worked together to pull it off. And obviously there was extreme success when the team came home with the championship. So,
well, and you can't do much better than what he did in the first year, and it gave him a lot of clout, especially when you go to recruit. And it hasn't just been local, has it?
No, it's not. So this year is much different. We have students from all over the country. We actually have students from Hawaii, to be honest with you. And we did check with them when they arrived, make sure they realized we did not have palm trees and sand, and they confirmed they knew that from the coach. But yeah, I mean, students were coming, they're coming from all over the United States. Our map that we look at annually as to where they're coming from is much different, much broader this year. Several years ago, before athletics had grown to the point that it is today, and the enrollment has grown to the point that it is today, you would have seen our students basically coming from Indiana and the donut states around Indiana, and it's broader than that, obviously. When you get them from Hawaii, there's success with that.
Well, I understand how all that stuff works. My son goes on. My son's a college football coach, and he travels all over the country depending on what school he was at. And it does change the demographics of your school when you start doing those things. It makes it a lot broader, and you have a variety of students from different ethnicities. And I mean, it just really changes things and makes things a lot more interesting in a college situation.
And diversity is an important strategic initiative of the institution, specifically to enrollment, and it does bring value in a classroom setting. You're exactly right. I mean, you're going to experience it in a workplace, so you should experience in your college days as well, and it has done just that. I mean, the campus is, if you look at it from that perspective, is very, very different looking today than it was just a few years ago. So,
and as you transition this, and again, it's going to change even more, because you start with, let's say, about 100, 200 people that you're trying to recruit into this. The program starts at one level. And now, talking to Coach Powell, his recruiting is going to totally change, because he has a good group of people on board, and now his recruiting can be much more particular in where he goes and what he takes in.
And I think we're seeing that this year. The academic preparedness of the athletes that arrived this fall was different from last. And you can look at it from leadership ability and ability on the field and all of those points. Absolutely, it's a much different scenario when you have the ability to leverage success and have students that are really wanting to be a part of a program, and you can be selective. Good scenario to have.
It's a great scenario. You can see the college growing leaps and bounds realistically in what's going on. What's it been like to see the change on campus just because of all the additional things that are going on?
Well, it's funny. We actually turned one of our facilities, one of our buildings on campus, into a residence hall over the course of the summer. We did it very quickly. We needed to do it. We made it happen, and it's working. We have 40 students living in this building this fall. And the traffic flow, people walking in that area of campus, even in the evening or after classes were over, was not common. So the patterns of students on campus, the numbers of students walking from here to there is different. And those are the kinds of things you recognize quickly when numbers grow and the enrollment continues to grow. When I first arrived, the campus was total enrollment of 297. Now that's the campus-based traditional undergraduate. 633 was the number this fall.
Yeah.
So,
and
athletics.
It's going to continue to grow, because you got over 65% of your student body is involved in some type of athletics. Is that correct?
That is correct. Yeah. That's been a goal of ours. Obviously, adding athletic teams like we have. Last year, we added both the football, or sprint football, and a men's volleyball team, which is very, very unique in our community and the state. So that's an example of a number of athletes that have come from the international side of our recruitment efforts in the last year. So I don't know what the percentage is of the team that comprises of international, but it's definitely greater than half.
Well, that again changes demographics, allows kids to experience more, and makes you a lot more marketable to every other student in the area.
Absolutely.
I've sent several of my students to St. Mary the Woods in the past about 15 years, and they just thoroughly enjoyed their experience at the Woods. And when you talk about that community still exists, very similar to what it did before.
Absolutely. I mean, you really can't compete with our academics, the programs that we're training students for future careers, and programs that develop teachers and nurses and accountants, and the list is really long. There's great success with that. The community is deeply impacted by the students that we're preparing, and when you think of teachers and nurses, they are in desperate need of those people.
Yeah, but I'm going to retire sometime, and somebody's going to fill my position somewhere, and that's a good thing.
Yeah.
So, again, thanks for coming up and talking with us a little bit. Hopefully we can do this a couple more times and give you plenty an opportunity to reach out to some of the people that are going to be watching this. This is a great recruiting tool as well, because what you've got is people all over the world now that can watch what's going on at any time and be able to do that. Thanks for joining us.
Well, you're putting us on the map. We appreciate it.
That's it. And we'll be back for more second half here from West Vigo High School. It's St. Mary the Woods Sprint Football on Indiana Sports Network.
A+ Printing is your best place for uniforms, programs, t-shirts, and hats, plus screen printing, business printing, and documents. Get all your promotional items, including koozies and coffee mugs. Just give Kevin a call. A+ Printing does it all.
I ran out of my pain meds too quickly.
I took more and more to get through my day.
I did anything to get them.
I needed help. I needed hope. I found them both.
Professional, safe, no wait times, quality treatment. Regain something lost. Call or go to winrecovery.org.
Today's vehicles often require additional procedures such as computer scans for even simple repairs. This ensures that your crash avoidance system and distance sensors are functioning properly.
At Honey Creek Collision, we invest in the latest equipment and technology and provide continuing education for our technicians to ensure a high quality and safe repair.
Honey Creek Collision is a second-generation, family-owned and operated business that you can trust.
So when your insurance company asks, tell them you're going to Honey Creek Collision.
Laser printing at its finest by Fearless Designs is now available. Cups, bats, gloves, license plates, and almost anything you can desire can now be a laser printed gift or promotional item for friends, family, or your company. Stay on the unique and cutting edge of technology. Call, text, or email Fearless Designs. You'll be glad you did.
And we want to thank our sponsors again for coming alongside of us here to sponsor the broadcast here at St. Mary the Woods. Again, the Crane Credit Union, A+ Printing, Fearless Designs, a Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Great Dane, the Hamilton Center, Lynn's Pharmacy, Riddell National Bank, Shaw Chiropractic, Sullivan County Community Hospital, and York Automotive. Transportation for Indiana Sports Network is provided by York Automotive with 6 locations in Brazil, Greencastle, Crawfordsville, and Plainfield. And again, we want to thank our sponsors for allowing you to see this free of charge here on the multiple different networks that we are broadcasting on. Again, I know we have a lot of players from both of these teams, but especially from St. Mary the Woods College, who are now from different states. They're not just in Indiana, Illinois, Michigan, Kentucky, and Ohio, but in fact all over the country. St. Mary the Woods leads here at halftime 23-0, and we'll look for more action here on Indiana Sports Network as we get prepared for the start here of the second half.
When you're buying a car, getting a mortgage for your dream home, taking out a personal loan, or growing your small business, you know exactly what you need. At Crane Credit Union, our personal banking experience can help you get there. We are here to make your life easier so you can focus on what really matters. Visit cranecu.org to see how we can help you reach your goals. Crane cares. Crane Credit Union, committed to investing in you and your community.
We care about your family.
We care about your health.
We care about your wellness.
We care about our community.
At Sullivan County Community Hospital, our vision is a lifelong partnership for care.
Fontbonne actually won the toss to start, but they deferred to the second half, and St. Mary of the Woods just booted the football out at about the 40-yard line, and with a 5-yard penalty, it'll put the ball close to midfield. We'll see where they're going to mark this one. And again, because you kick it out of bounds, it's normally a penalty. Normally goes to the 35, but at this point, it's at the 38-yard line. And they'll add that 5-yard penalty on. Ball goes to the 48-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Fontbonne. We'll see if they can do something. Key pivotal drive for the Griffins will be this first drive. 43-yard line is where it's sitting. 1st and 10 for Fontbonne. They're going to hand this one in the outside zone. He's got a nice turn up the side. He'll pick up big yardage, and he'll go 10. First down for the Griffins. And that was a good, solid effort up front as they were able to push St. Mary of the Woods backwards on that one. Again, sprint football, you got to weigh just at or under 180 pounds to play. And you'll see a movement up front. That'll cost 5 yards for the Griffins as we have an illegal procedure. And that'll make it 1st and 15. First and 15 for the Griffins. Again, that opportunity for them is going to be closing here if they can't get something moving and get some inspiration back on the field for them. St. Mary of the Woods has really done a nice job defensively, really shutting out most of what's going on in this one. Showing the blitz. Set back. They're going to throw this one deep and just outside. A good opportunity for the Griffins. Falls incomplete. Pass intended for, that would be number 8. That's Chris Reckel. And Reckel is the leading ground gainer and the leading receiver for the Griffins coming into the ball game. Bunch. 3 receivers at the bottom of the screen in a bunch. They're going to run it outside. They did it again. And with that, a good corral that time. They're going to pull him back for about a 5-yard gain. That'll be 3rd and 10 when they reset everything. Just started the second half. Scoring summary, a safety by St. Mary of the Woods in the first period. A 4-yard touchdown run by Perea. And a Barnes kick made it 9-0. A 42-yard touchdown pass to Devron Johnson on the shovel pass. And then a Josh Wentz pick 6 touchdown. With that, it's 23-0 right now as the score for St. Mary of the Woods. And they're going to have a penalty, illegal procedure. Somebody moved on the inside part of the line for Fontbonne. 5-yard penalty. It'll bring up 3rd and about 16, as they said. Third down, and again, defense for St. Mary of the Woods has been stellar in this one. They've done a great job. They're running verticals down the sideline, had a potential hold, almost caught that one, but almost doesn't count. And good pressure on the quarterback, that'll bring up fourth down. Fourth and long, and Fontbonne will be forced to punt. Austin Petrillo from nearby Rockville, Indiana. Park Heritage High School is set to return. He punts this one, shanks it off to the left side. He won't get very many yards unless it rolls, and it does. Gets down, and with that, St. Mary of the Woods will have the football when we return on Indiana Sports Network.
The Fellowship of Christian Athletes has the mission of leading every coach and every athlete into a growing relationship with Jesus Christ and His church. Through camps and huddles, character coaches, and special events, we are making an impact in West Central Indiana. Check out where you can get involved at our website, wcindianafca.org. FCA, we are the heart and soul in sports.
Under center for the first time, I formation. They're going to pitch it out, power off tackle. He makes one man miss, but boy, there's a swarm of Griffins there that'll take him down. He gains maybe a yard on that one and a tough, hard run on the inside. Patrick Perea again on the run. Picked up just a yard. Trying to get everybody set. Shoot formations, two receivers, top and bottom, single back. They'll play action, pump. They're going to throw the fade. He's got him open, and he caught it down the left sideline, down to the 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Pomeroys. A 79-yard touchdown strike. And again, a big play off that one. Devron Johnson, 78-yard touchdown reception. He laid it up, and Johnson ran underneath it and took it to the house. What a tremendous play for St. Mary of the Woods. Kick is up, and it's good. So you can add another 7 points onto the score. It's 30-0 when we return for more action on Indiana Sports Network.
At Great Dane, we are proud to invest in our people and the communities we call home. We are hiring now for trailer assemblers and welders across the country. We need the makers, people who are ready to make a difference. We need you. Build something bigger for yourself and your family with great health benefits, advancement opportunities, 401k, pension, and more. Apply today at greatdane.com/careers.
And realistically, Johnson caught almost the back half of that ball right in front of him. He didn't get the front tip. He caught the back half. 78-yard touchdown, a quick strike, 11:59 left to go here in the third period. And St. Mary of the Woods leads 30-0. Nice kick, gets it down into the corner, down to the 20-yard line, and they're going to nail him inside the 20 and almost got the football out as they were trying to strip him of the ball. Ball goes to the 19 for Fontbonne. 30-0. It's St. Mary of the Woods with the lead, and Fontbonne with the football. They're going to mark it at the 19-yard line. Two by two, they're going to throw the quick slant. They get it on the inside. He dropped the football. Opportunity on that one for Chris Reckel. And Reckel's the leading receiver for Fontbonne, and he wasn't able to corral that one. I want to thank our sponsors again, Crane Credit Union, A-Plus Printing, Fearless Designs, and Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Also, the Great Dane, the Hamilton Center, Lynn's Pharmacy, and Riddell National Bank. Back to pass again. They'll run the quick out. Reckel makes a miss, and he'll pick up the first down. At least he's close. They say he's short. He went out of bounds about a yard. It'll bring up 3rd and 1. Not very many pass completions in the first half for Fontbonne. Reckel gets that one and picks up 9. They're going to try to nickel and dime, get a few of these short passes to see if they can do something with them. Blitz on the inside. They'll run the inside zone, and he doesn't get very far. Did he get the first down? They're going to give it to him. They're going to say he got forward progress up to the 19 for a first down. Good picture of the lineman there. And Fontbonne had some success running some inside zone in one of the series, so wouldn't be surprised if they come back on that one with a little bit of play action. Run the out. Got a man down the middle and missed the sack, and they'll pull him down somewhere around with a 4-yard gain. Tamaj Taylor with a 4-yard run up the middle. They didn't get it the sack, but had a 4-yard gain. That'll bring up 2nd and 6. Taylor barking out, trying to get the play from the coaches. Good pressure in his face and threw it up, and luckily that wasn't picked off as tried to throw it in an area where nobody was, expecting a post instead of a fade route by the outside receiver. And it's 3rd and 6 for Fontbonne. St. Mary of the Woods with really solid defense this afternoon. And a blitz comes up the middle. They're going to throw it, and it's almost picked. Is it picked? They're going to say it was first touched by the lineman, but was it picked? Because they can do that. They're not calling it a catch. As the officials will talk this one over. For a lineman to touch the ball, it must be to catch a ball, it must be touched by somebody from either a defensive player or a running back, and then he could possibly catch it. Illegal touch, and probably decline this, so it'll make it 4th down. It's loss of down. It's 4th down. So loss of down, it'll be a 5-yard penalty, and that will bring out the punting unit for Fontbonne. And here comes the punting unit. Again, they've had some trouble. First punt, the snap was low on the ground, and they've had a punt partially blocked as well. They're going to move in there. Punts off. Petrillo has a chance if he grabs it. He does. He shook one, and he'll pick up about 5 yards. And with that, a nice return. It'll get the ball close to the 45. We'll return for more action here on Indiana Sports Network.
At Lynn's Pharmacy, we're more than just your pharmacist. We're your neighbors.
Our kids go to the same schools. We eat at the same restaurants.
We sit next to you in church.
When I listen to a symptom.
When I fill a prescription.
When I offer advice, I'm not just helping a customer. I'm helping my neighbor and a friend. My name is Lynn Hofstadter, and I'm the proud owner of Lynn's Pharmacy, a modern pharmacy with old-fashioned values and personal service dedicated to keeping you, your family, and our community healthy since 1872.
Here at Lynn's Pharmacy.
They're going to run the buck sweep over to the outside. Haven't gotten much on it today. As a really nice job by the defensive line closing the gaps and not letting him have a comeback or a cutback. Second and 9. Gained a yard on that one. It'll be, again, we want to thank Shaw Chiropractic, Sullivan County Community Hospital, and York Automotive for helping to sponsor this afternoon's ball game here at St. Mary of the Woods. Nice outrun. They got a nice quick throw and a completion, and it got it close to the first down. It'll be 3rd and 1. So again, 3rd and 1. So with 3rd and 1 at the 46, hand it. Quarterback kept the ball, and he'll pick up the first down. That's a tough one. A lot of movement on that play. Almost got hemmed in the backfield. It'll be a first down for St. Mary of the Woods. Jeremiah Toski, the quarterback from El Paso, Texas, with that run, and he's had a really good game. He made one crucial error on about the 3rd drive. Wasn't able to do things and got picked on one of them, but the rest of it's been unbelievably good. There's the jet sweep, and just about lost the ball. It was out, it was fumbled, and a good fumble recovery that time by number 8, and that's Carlos Munoz Jr., tight end from Rio Rancho, New Mexico. Excuse me. And it is St. Mary of the Woods, 2nd and 14. Trips to the right side. Steps back to pass. Throws the fade. Got the man. Caught it right on the sideline. Beautiful catch. 19 with the catch for St. Mary of the Woods. That's Calvin Jacey, a wide receiver from Jacksonville, Florida. Catches that one, a nice deep ball. He kept his eye on it, hauled it in, first down, and St. Mary of the Woods is marching again. So the Pomeroys with another first down. Motion, fake, hand the ball on the counter, and picking up about 5 yards. Now they're going to say 4. He got his knee down very quickly. Was Peyton Emberton, the running back from Whiteland, Indiana. Say his knee went down pretty quick. They'll only give him 3 yards on the carry. Substitutions, moving people in and out. 3 receivers to the bottom of your screen. Quick out, almost got it picked. Should have had it. They're running the double outs, and Immediately they jumped on that one. Couldn't get it done. A good opportunity for Fontbonne for the interception, but Jeremiah Dorsey could not get the interception hauled in. Got the wheel down the sideline, picks the underneath, and he's short of the first down. Nice catch, but he just stumbled on that one as Corbin Cleveland hauled it in, but couldn't get it done. Corbin's from Missouri City, Texas. That'll bring up 4th and 5. They got 3 backs in the backfield. They're going to shift it over. They're going to roll him to the right, it looks like. Boom, they do. Here he's rolled. He's got a chance. Throws it back to the corner and down inside the 5-yard line. Thought he had a potential touchdown, but couldn't quite get it done. So first down, ball rests at the 4-yard line, and here we go again. St. Mary the Woods knocking on the door. 3 backs in the backfield. They're going to hand it on the inside. Nope, kept it. And is he in? Touchdown, Pomeroy. And St. Mary the Woods scores again. Raises that score now to 36-0. 4-yard run by Toski. Again, a good, solid play. Quarterback is a very good athlete. Made 2 people miss on it. Jeremiah Toski, the quarterback from El Paso, Texas, scores. And the kick scores as well by Varnes. It's 37-0. St. Mary the Woods when we return for more on Indiana Sports Network.
The city of Brazil was founded in 1866. By 1876, there were 2 schools, 7 dry goods stores, 2 hardware stores, 4 churches, and 5 drugstores. One of those drugstores is still there today, Lynn's Pharmacy. Lynn's Pharmacy has grown from a small neighborhood drugstore to a modern pharmacy, offering prescriptions and medical equipment with old-fashioned values and unparalleled service. You can even step back in time and visit Lynn's Soda Parlor
here at Lynn's Pharmacy, downtown Brazil.
And we return to West Vigo. St. Mary the Woods with a 37-0 lead here. .5:12 left to go in the 3rd period. Kick is a nice, solid one. He'll get it down inside the 15. Good return. And a lot of good hitting on that one as they'll get it up close to the 40-yard line. And it'll be first down for Fontbonne when we return for more on Indiana Sports Network. Good solid kick that time by Connor Wardlaw, the kicker from Spencer and Owen Valley High School, as he can pound it down there. 5:05 left to go in the 3rd period. And it is the defense by St. Mary the Woods that's really caused this game to get out of control. They have just done a tremendous job in shutting down Fontbonne. And the blitzes off the edge have been great. Offsides on the kickoff, and in college football, it's not blown dead like it is in high school, so it's a 5-yard penalty, and they'll put it on the end of the run. Ball rests at the 42, 1st and 10 for the Griffins. Jet motion, play action fake. They'll throw it deep down the middle. He's got a man. He's got two men open. He couldn't hit either one of them. Two men open on it. Nathan Hamburger. Bellarmine has beaten Midway 27-7. That means next week will also be two unbeaten teams. The last two will meet here at West Vigo next Saturday, and we'll have that game for you live here on Indiana Sports Network, a 4 p.m. kickoff. So Bellarmine and St. Mary the Woods for the lead in the conference is what this one looks like. Bellarmine wins against Midway, and again, there were basically three teams left in this one being undefeated. Now there's two, and they'll meet next Saturday, 4 p.m. here at West Vigo. Motion across, 2-by-2 set. They're going to run a man down the middle. They did it again. He's got a potential pick. He's got the pick, but he can't do anything with it. Great catch. Austin Petrillo with the interception. A great pick. And St. Mary the Woods with the football. Nice to see that young man playing football, but more importantly, being very successful. First and 10, St. Mary the Woods. Gets to wear his little interception hat. That's pretty cool. Run up the middle. And he'll pick up about 4 yards. And right now it can be a grinded out style game for the Pomeroys. 2nd and 5 as after that 5-yard run. And again, another solid run on the inside by Keandre Jones. Tell you what, Jones is explosive. You saw that long run he had in the first half. 2-by-2. Fumbled the ball, picked it up, got a man open, and he threw it too late. And you don't want to throw late over the middle, and he just about got that one picked. So Toski throws one, an errant pass. Luckily, he didn't get it picked, and the Pomeroyals will be sitting at 3rd and 5. Ball to 38. Again, Austin Petrillo with the interception. And we'll see if the Pomeroys can do something with it. He'll set up. Open look. He could scramble. He got a man open and dropped the ball over on the side. And he'll want that one back. That'll bring up 4th down, and ball sitting at 34. The punt team will come out, and they'll try to punt this one and gain field position. So the Pomeroys will be forced to punt. 3:24 left to go here in the 3rd period. It's been all Pomeroys from the start. Started with a safety and has continued on. Drives that one. Should roll. It does. Clear down inside the 20. So he gets the stat of rolling it inside the 20, and we'll return for more on Indiana Sports Network.
We're the Browns, and this is our account. Our relationship with Riddell really began when we were kids, so when we started our business, it seemed like a natural fit for us.
Riddell's provided all of our financial needs for both personal and business, and we could not be happier with the level of service that we're provided.
Riddell National Bank has helped us grow our business so that we can help grow our communities with the core values that we both share. If you're looking to grow your business, Riddell is your best option.
And a good punt went inside the 20. A formation right back at you. They go to run the option, and right on the outside and out of bounds. Different formation, different attitude for Fontbonne as Chris Reckel has become the Wildcat-style quarterback for Fontbonne in this series. 3:02 left to go here in the third period as he ran out of bounds with it. It's 37-0. St. Mary the Woods with the lead. They'll hand it off in the middle, and he's wrapped up for virtually no gain. Again, it'll bring up 3rd and 5. Yep. So St. Mary the Woods is going to be in the playoffs here. It's just a matter of what level. With this win, it puts them in definitely the upper half. They'd have to have a disastrous next couple weeks, and I don't think that's going to happen the way they're playing right now. Fumbled snap. Reckel goes outside, and are they going to catch him? He's got a chance to make the first down. He goes out of bounds. He probably made it. That was a nice play by Reckel to save that one. The snap hit him. He fumbled it, and he just took off with it. First down for Fontbonne. Again, next week, it's Bellarmine comes to town, and those are the last two sprint football teams in the Midwest Football League, Sprint Football League, that are undefeated. So they'll meet. Fumble inside. St. Mary the Woods recovers the fumble, and it'll be first down for the Pomeroys. Ball rests somewhere near the 30-yard line. We'll see where they actually have it. So it's at the 30-yard line, 1st and 10. And St. Mary the Woods sends that offense out. The offense has been very solid here in the second half. And a deep touchdown pass. New quarterback in the ball game for St. Mary the Woods. He hands that one off to Hazard, and Darren Hazard goes about a yard or two. Quarterback in the ball game, number 11, that's Braylon Bame from Evansville, Bossy High School. He's a 5'11" sophomore. Second and 9. Clock's winding down here in the third period. We're under a minute. He'll roll. Got a man open. Stuck it right on him. He'll pick up about 5 or 6. Be a very manageable third down. About 3rd and 4 now. Very manageable third down. Single back, they've got a wing, fumbled the snap, picked it up, got hammered, and lost about 10 yards on it. They're going to say 8, lost 8 yards and his helmet. It'll bring up 4th down. And St. Mary of the Woods does not have to run another play here in the third period. But they're running it. He's got a man down the middle. First down. A great catch. Nice job running the mesh sequence on what they had there. Picked him up right in the middle. So first down for St. Mary of the Woods. That'll be the end of the third period of play. St. Mary of the Woods 37. And 37 points on the board. We'll be back for the fourth period. You're watching Indiana Sports Network.
You're watching the Indiana Sports Network.
When you're buying a car, getting a mortgage for your dream home, taking out a personal loan, or growing your small business, you know exactly what you need. At Crane Credit Union, our personal banking experience can help you get there. We are here to make your life easier so you can focus on what really matters. Visit cranecu.org to see how we can help you reach your goals. Crane Cares, Crane Credit Union, committed to investing in you and your community.
You are watching the Indiana Sports Network College Game of the Week.
I ran out of my pain meds too quickly.
I took more and more to get through my day.
I did anything to get them.
I needed help. I needed hope.
Pass down the middle, caught. First down. And I can kind of see this one. Boy, you've got a guy that can throw it. Because he can throw the football. And Braylon Boehm, the 5'11 sophomore from Evansville, Indiana, went to Boise High School. And he can stick it in there. First and goal. They're at the 10-yard line. That's a tough one. He missed the handoff, and they'll lose about a yard. Put it back at the 10-yard line. So it'll be second and goal from the 10. Three receivers, bottom of the screen. He's got a wheel open, and he's got the man right there, and he hits him for the touchdown. Nice shot to Keandre Jones. He scores, and St. Mary of the Woods puts another 6 points on the board. 43-0, and we'll wait the kick. Varnes tries to add the extra point. The snap's there, just gets it up and good. And St. Mary of the Woods is on the board. It's 44-0, and we'll return for more action here on Indiana Sports Network.
I'm All-Pro running back Jonathan Taylor for York Automotive. York is my #1 pick for your next car, truck, or SUV. Shop from over 600 vehicles at yorkautomotive.com today.
You're #1 at York.
Keandre Jones hauls in a 10-yard touchdown pass. to put that score on the board. Braylon Bain throws the ball to Keandre Jones. It is 44-0. And St. Mary of the Woods Sprint football is on the board. Kickoff return. They'll go down the sideline and out of bounds, and it'll be Fontbonne's football. Boy, you run down the scoring summary. Safety, Perea from 4 yards. Devron Johnson with a 42-yard shovel pass. Wentz with a 35. Again, that ball is very close to being ripped out every time. Substitutes are able to play. A lot of players have played here for St. Mary of the Woods. They're getting a lot of experience in here. There's a blown up play by the middle linebacker. He got in there and made that one work. Acosta Mendoza on that play. They're going to give it to the line. It is the lineman, the nose guard, that won that battle. Acosta Mendoza. And I'm going to say he's from Hawaii because if I pronounce the name of where he's from, I know I'm going to butcher that one. So we'll just leave it. He is from the state of Hawaii. Nice job. He threw it. That's a pick six if he can get by him. He can't. What a play again. That's Andrew Brown, the defensive lineman from Vincennes, with the pick. And quarterback's down, and we'll take a short break here again. St. Mary of the Woods with a tremendous play, another turnover. We'll be right back.
4 years ago, I drove my daughter to Riddell National Bank, where she opened her savings account. Today, she's still saving money. My relationship with Riddell is better than ever, too. No other bank focuses on relationships as much as they do. I can count on them for small business loans when I need them. Riddell National Bank helps small business owners and their families grow, both financially and personally. Riddell National Bank, making friends since 1885.
We care about your family.
We care about your health.
We care about your wellness.
We care about our community.
At Sullivan County Community Hospital, our vision is a lifelong partnership for care.
Today's vehicles often require additional procedures such as computer scans for even simple repairs. This ensures that your crash avoidance system and distance sensors are functioning properly.
At Honey Creek Collision, we invest in the latest equipment and technology and provide continuing education for our technicians to ensure a high quality and safe repair.
Honey Creek Collision is a second-generation, family-owned and operated business that you can trust.
So when your insurance company asks, tell them you're going to Honey Creek Collision.
You are watching the Indiana Sports Network College Game of the Week.
Carter Hall, the third quarterback in for St. Mary of the Woods, hands it off, and good solid run in there by number 23. That's Darren Hazard. Carter Hall is a quarterback from Duggar and Duggar Union High School. And again, if you're not familiar with Duggar Union, they're one of the schools that has been a charter school, and again, playing football there as they have for well over 100 years at that school. It's an old style football town. Hands it off. Hazard right down the middle, and he's rumbling down to the 5. They'll give him down to the 6-yard line. Good hard run. St. Mary the Woods with 44 points on the board, and continuing now, they've got, again, a lot of second and third teamers in everywhere. Peyton Emberton, he'll hand, nope, he pulls it out, throws a pick. Could have been a pick six. Hall gets picked at the 3-yard line, and it will be, again, a turnover. That'll give the ball back to the Griffins. Want to thank our sponsors, York Automotive. York Automotive with transportation for Indiana Sports Network. They provide our transportation. They have 6 locations in Brazil, Greencastle, Crawfordsville, and Plainfield. Our camera operators for today's game, Kanan Harper, Jarrett Combs, and Noah Gastineau. Our video technician is Keith Lawson. We're produced and directed by Tony Harper. And we're very pleased to have the opportunity to bring you St. Mary of the Woods Sprint football here on Indiana Sports Network. Just under 10 minutes left to go in the ball game. Running the ball from that 5-yard line, or excuse me, from about the 3. They'll run it out to the 6. And they gave him forward progress at the 4 on the interception. And we'll see him hand the football off and try to get out of this one. Got that full house A backfield in. Hammering it up in over the right side. He's got the edge, and he'll go out of bounds at, and they're going to say they tackled him instead at about the 12-yard line. We'll see how close that one is. He should have 2 yards to go. 3rd and 2. So 3rd and 2. Waiting on this one. Again, they're running the clock. They fumbled the ball. It's close to the goal line, and he's tackled. They're going to say he got a hold of it outside. Outside of the goal line. He just jumped on the ball. And out comes the punting unit. Same place, first quarter. They pretty much snapped the ball and gave that punter no place to go with it. He is a deep snap. St. Mary of the Woods is going to be in good field position either way. 8 minutes left to go here in the ball game. Getting an extra man in the ball game, and timeout's been called. We'll take one as well. You're watching Pomeroy football on Indiana Sports Network.
You are watching the Indiana Sports Network College Game of the Week. A+ Printing is your best place for uniforms, programs, t-shirts, and hats, plus screen printing, business printing, and documents. Get all your promotional items, including koozies and coffee mugs. Just give Kevin a call. A+ Printing does it all. Laser printing at its finest by Fearless Designs is now available. Cups, bats, gloves, license plates, and almost anything you can desire can now be a laser printed gift or promotional item for friends, family, or your company. Stay on the unique and cutting edge of technology. Call, text, or email Fearless Designs. You'll be glad you did.
And here's the tough one. The feet of the punter will be right at the back line. If he steps back at all, it's going to be a safety. So he can step out of the back of the end zone with a poor snap. And they've had trouble snapping the football. Tough snap. He stepped back. but he didn't go out. Picked up, punt return. Here it comes over to the side. He got the corner turned. He's up the sideline and out of bounds. A good return that time by Kerry Lacey, defensive back from Midlothian, Texas. A sophomore. And that was a great return. Got that one up close to the 20-yard line. 1st and 10, Pomeroys. Into the ball game, Braylon Bame, who has a touchdown pass here in the second half. Running back, Peyton Emberton. Waiting on that play call. Here it comes. 7:37 left to go in the ball game. Motion, bad snap, picked up by Emberton. Smart move. The snap was just rolling back. It wasn't close. Picked up a few yards there, did Emberton, in a quick move. Got his hands on the ball. 4-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 6. Motion. Inside run. Pemberton. Got down to a first down yardage. It'll be 1st and goal as Peyton Emberton, the running back from Whiteland, gets him down in there. So 1st and goal, ball at the 10-yard line. Peyton Emberton with the run. Side saddle is Perea, sophomore from Amarillo, Texas. Ball snapped over his head and picked up. Fumble recovery goes back to the Griffins. So Fontbonne with the fumble recovery, and they'll have the football. I want to thank our sponsors, Crane Credit Union, A-Plus Printing, Fearless Designs, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Great Dane, the Hamilton Center, Lynn's Pharmacy, Riddell National Bank, Shaw Chiropractic, Sullivan County Community Hospital, and York Automotive. Transportation for Indiana Sports Network is provided by York Automotive with 6 locations in Brazil, Greencastle, Crawfordsville, and Plainfield. On the inside, and a nice run on the outside by quarterback in the ballgame for the Griffins. That's number 11, Dylan Scruggs. So Scruggs with a nice run over to the right side. He'll pick up about 7, make it 8 yards. It'll be 2nd and 2. Under 6 minutes left to go in the ball game. They're running the clock down just as well as everybody else. Inside run, no, he does inside run it. Third and 1. And again, Fontbonne's having trouble moving the football, and it may not be them as much as it is the stellar play by St. Mary the Woods. Clock running down. Inside 5 seconds on the play clock. They're going to hand it off inside, and he'll take that one. For St. Mary the Woods right now, 259 yards passing. Fontbonne has 57. rushing yards for St. Mary of the Woods right now at 155. You're approaching 100 yards with about 83 yards. 83 yards right now is what they have down statistically for Fontbonne. Trying to close this ball game out, and St. Mary of the Woods will move to 3-0. They will take on an undefeated team next week here in West Vigo. Bellarmine wins 27-7 over Midway. That means the last two unbeatens in the Midwest Sprint Football League will meet up next Saturday here at 4 o'clock. It's homecoming for St. Mary of the Woods. Hand that one in the middle. No, quarterback kept it. As a nice keep. He's got the sideline. He could go, and he runs out of bounds. That's a really nice play and a good effort by the young man. Picks up a lot of yards on that one. Nice run by Dylan Scruggs. So a couple good plays here. Backup rolls. Under 3 minutes to go in the ball game. And again, Fontbonne running with the football and doing a nice job. And a hand it off. He goes inside, and they'll get him. He'll lose 2 yards on it. Again, continuing to run that clock down. We're approaching the 2-minute mark in the ball game. Scruggs will take the football off the snap. He'll toss it to the edge and try to get it outside. He does. Nice run on the outside. And Fontbonne with another first down. Right here towards the end as they continue to drive. Inside the 30-yard line, they'll have it at the 27, where it'll be first down for the Griffins. Just under 2 minutes left to go in the ball game. They're shovel it outside again, and he's got a chance to get to the edge, and he does. He's out of bounds. That'll stop the clock. No, they're saying he got knocked out. So the clock keeps running. So 2nd and 8. Fontbonne with the football. Again, they're trying to run things out. Next week's ball game will be on the air at and nice run by Scruggs, gets down inside the 5, and he went out of bounds at the 3. Right at 1 minute left to go in the ball game, so Fontbonne is going to have a chance to score. Snap. Handoff inside, and he gets down to the 3. Gain just a yard. Clock's running under 30 seconds. They're going to have to go. He's going to go again. Don't be surprised the quarterback keeps it here, as Scruggs has had some luck. He keeps it, pulls it, he's going to walk in, and Scruggs scores. Nice job for Fontbonne as they've continued to move the football. They finally get a score. It's the first touchdown given up by St. Mary of the Woods. First one of the year. And we're in their third game. 13 seconds left to go in the ball game. And we'll see it kneeled out here and do these things. I want to remind you again, the last two unbeaten teams will meet this next week here in West Vigo, where Bellarmine will come in and take on St. Mary of the Woods. Kickoff time is at 4 o'clock. It is homecoming here at St. Mary of the Woods. I want to thank our sponsors, Crane Credit Union, A+ Printing, Fearless Designs, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Great Dane, Hamilton Center, Lynn's Pharmacy, Riddell National Bank, Shaw Chiropractic, Sullivan County Community Hospital, York Automotive. And transportation for Indiana Sports Network is provided by York Automotive with 6 locations in Brazil, Greencastle, Crawfordsville, and Plainfield. We hope you've enjoyed the ball game this afternoon. If you're a St. Mary of the Woods fan, I know you have. Again, St. Mary of the Woods in dominant fashion wins their game here at home. That kick is up and no good. 6 points will be scored this afternoon against St. Mary of the Woods defense. That's the first touchdown they've given up on the year, as they've continued to play exceptional football, especially on the defensive side. Again, St. Mary of the Woods plays their home football games at West Vigo High School, just down the road from St. Mary of the Woods College. We also have several ball games on tap here at Indiana Sports Network. The 3rd annual Gobbler Game Shootout in Terre Haute South High School. We'll have Northview, South Knox, Evansville, Harrison. We'll end up with Sullivan and Terre Haute South and Evansville Christian and Terre Haute North. Several things are getting ready here for basketball season. Also, football-wise, coming up, we have Bellarmine at St. Mary of the Woods on the 7th. October 21st, we'll also be broadcasting Quincy University against St. Mary of the Woods. High school football games of the week are yet to be announced for this next week, but Heritage Christian at South Putnam, that'll be a good ball game. My nephew plays for one of them, and those two teams are ranked. Heritage Christian upset the #1 team in the state in 2A, also beat the #2 team in the state in 3A. So they're an excellent ball club. And then South Putnam, a tremendous football team in the area here in the Wabash Valley. Just 8 seconds, we'll expect from St. Mary of the Woods. Again, another solid performance by St. Mary of the Woods and the Pomeroys, as they've just continued to move the football in the second half, but more importantly, their defense seems to be in really good hands right now. I want to thank you for watching our broadcast here of St. Mary of the Woods football. And again, come out and see the Pomeroys this next week, as you'll see 2 of the very best football teams in sprint football. The Midwest Sprint Football League will be here in Terre Haute. You need to come out and watch this one, as you've got 2 undefeated teams, 3-0, leading the league, and we'll get to have all